Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. Sorry I run a little behind this morning. Hope everybody's well. We'll kind of get right into it. If you're checking out the screen for the first time, you'll see the legal disclaimer. Please take a few seconds to read that and understand everything we do here is for educational purposes only. No trades we take here are a trade recommendation in any way, shape, or form. Okay, guys? So be sure to take the time to understand that and read that and take full responsibility for all your actions and your trades, win or loss. Okay? Thanks. All right, if you're here for the first time, this is the Titan Futures 1 point a day challenge, where we just try to make 1 point a day and just kind of compound that with contracts. Okay. So we'll track our first point of the day out of the gate between Soto and Mitchell. They'll make their first two trades. They're the other two traders here on the channel. We'll track those trades there and get them recorded for us. Yesterday we had some technical difficulties where we're not able to run, but Soto did make his point. He sent me the information there to show he proved his point. So we'll add that at the end of the session today. We'll add that in, and then we'll track what we've done today this morning. But thanks for being here and checking us out. Again, like I said, there's three traders here: myself, Soto, and Mitchell. Soto will come on here in just a few minutes, or a few seconds here probably, and then Mitchell will be in just a few minutes. But we talk about trading the ES market here. We use price action, volume, support and resistance, supply and demand, and order flow. Those are all the basics of the market. So if you can learn to trade that, you can learn to trade anything that has a chart, actually. So we'll kind of watch that and make some trades as they present themselves. What you'll see on my chart here is a 5-minute S&P 500 E-mini chart. The ES they call it, and you'll see I have that here on my chart. Nothing drawn up yet, so we'll go ahead and start trying to track some areas of supply and demand, and look to trade out of those as they present themselves. So let's go ahead and look to do that. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Well, let's check it. See here. Alright. Let me draw on some hourly charts real quick. I'm kind of working my way down. So on my screen, the hourly charts are the orange zones that I'm drawing. Those represent our method based on the hourly time frame. Okay, so those are just areas that we suspect price to give us a hesitation or bounce, and out of those areas or a complete change in direction. So we look for those areas there, okay, to trade out of. Got some overhead resistance, so we'll bump it up right now, but I don't have anything to draw that out of. So we're just going to have to watch that, let that fly. But we do have a overhead resistance at this price point right here. The price is getting ready to actually bump up against it. Looks like, uh-oh. I don't know what just happened to my chart. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. Got it back. Lost the chart there for a second. I'm having some issues this morning. Kind of strange, but been having some, so gotta be careful and see what's going on. Alright, but there you go. There's a line that shows kind of an area of resistance, a previous high, so we're going to have to watch that as price wants to get up to their area. I think we can have some resistance from this area there to this area here. Small window there of resistance up to the upside here, so we'll kind of watch that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start checking out some 5-minute. My 5-minute zones are in the blue. Alright, so we'll draw a zone here. That's a good zone there for a 5-minute demand zone. Let's see here. Well, there's Soto. Good morning, Soto. How are you? Good. That's alright. That's good you did that. appreciate that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so just drawing out some zones here. Some areas of interest. Kind of watch those. Alright, we see if we got any news this morning here. I'm gonna check it. Yep. Nothing to worry about. Looks like, well, wait, let me rewind here. At 10 o'clock this one, we got Fed Chair Powell testifies. That's a red flag. I ain't no telling what's going to happen there. We got crude oil inventories at 10:30. It's kind of a medium flag. But, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to affect too much, but it could. So we'll see what he wants to do. 10 o'clock. So we'll have to be aware of that after the open here. Alright. Yep, about 30 minutes. See what he has to say. Looking for a little rejection potentially right up in this area around 36 or 70 30 3376 area. I would look to potentially take a short here, so kind of watch that. We're getting ready to break new highs here, so something to watch. But I would look for some rejection around this area up here. Oh. Lost my chart there, didn't you? Get it back on here. Having issues this morning on my computer, so everything's kind of being jumbled. So I'm not sure what's going on. Got some virus issues I think I gotta get taken care of. But anyway, there we go. What's that? Am I? Oh, do you? Oh, I appreciate that, man. Alright. Yeah, okay. I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, okay. That's what everybody said. I only pick on my friends. Yeah. That's such a cop out. Yeah, you probably are, you little bully. Yeah. Oh, are you for justice? Really? Bully for justice? I don't think I've heard that one before. Uh-huh. Bully for justice. Yeah, that's alright, man. Yeah, we're in the non-trading window here, right? So Okay, well, we're starting off like that. That's not a good start. But go ahead. Probably don't believe you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, really. Good job, Solo. A lot of people talk, man. A lot of people have a talking game when it comes to actual physical violence. Well, you never know. Some of the biggest guys that talk won't do anything. But some of the guys that don't talk, you gotta watch out for. Those guys will go off. Yeah. Good job, man. Who can't hear you? Oh yeah, LJ, I'm not sure. Yeah, let me know if you guys can't hear Soto. Paul, can you let us know and make sure it's not just LJ? Make sure you can hear Soto talking as well when he talks. Market's about to open here in about 15 seconds, guys. So remember, we're not gonna do anything here for the next few minutes. Can't hear you. All right. Well, let me since we're in a 5 minute window, I'm not trading anyway. Let me go ahead and kill the call, and let me try to reconnect it. All right. All right, guys. Let me try to see if I can reconnect with Soto and see if you, and then let us know if you can hear him, please. Been having some issues this morning anyway, so it could be on my end here. Alright, there you go. I hear you just fine. Alright, LJ, let us know. Paul, alright, let us know now. Since I just reconnected with Soto, let us know if you can hear Soto, please. Soto, you're going to have to talk a little bit, man. Just keep on talking, man, like you normal. Huh? You in it? What are you in here? Okay, so you're in it. So say you're in a trade. Oh, okay, all right. Here we go. All right, yeah. Well, that's all right. Market's open, guys. We're just kind of watching. All right. Yeah. Let us know if you guys can hear Soto, please. Soto, you can talk for me, man. Just start talking, man. Just start telling one of your stories, dude. I can hear only you. Okay. In it to win it. Okay, that's good. Okay. Alright. What do you think? Yeah. I don't love America. It is a great country. America is a great country. It is a beautiful country. I agree with that. But no, I did not watch debates because it's not something I'm interested in. No Soto still. Okay. They don't hear you, man. I don't know what's going on. So I hear you just clear just fine, so I'm not sure what's the deal here. Like I said, it definitely could be on my end because I've had issues with my computer this morning, so that could be me. So yeah, I've not had an issue as far as when we've had it in the past. It's usually been people couldn't hear me because we didn't have you or Mitchell on the phone the way the Skype is set up. But anytime you've been on the phone, we've never had an issue with not being not able to hear you. So it's probably me then. There's an area of trade right there where we were talking about earlier, but I can't take it. And there's 5 minute mark. It's 36 and a half. But I can't take it because I'm still inside that 5 minute window, guys. And even though it might reject nice for a few minutes, I can't take it. Dang. This is probably a good thing. It looks like it might be pushing anyway. So let me draw another one here. Price is pretty strong right now. Definitely pushing. I will look to get into trade to the long side here, though. Based on our 925 candle, I looked at possibly trade right there at about 73.75 to the long side. If it wants to give me that, I'll go ahead and put an order in there and see if it wants to give me that. I think so. I'm having issues with it, and my antivirus software shut down or expired. I didn't realize that, so I had to kick it back on. But it might have been something in the middle of it. All right, I'm in this position, guys. It looks like it could take me out. It's moving pretty fast against me, so we'll see if it wants to hold here. Yeah, I went in long at 73.75. There you go, 1 point. Let's see if it connected. I need one more tick up to the upside. It's touched me twice. Profit target. I don't like that. It's coming back down. So I'll give it 2 more times for it to touch it, then I'll have to manually move it if it lets me. We'll see if it wants to let me do that, or if it wants to keep rejecting here. Alright, there's my first target field. Alright, first position in 1 ticket profit, guys. So, see if it wants to run for me. Got my last position to come off at 33, that 77.25. I'll go ahead and take my 3 points there, whatever that is, and then on that last runner, and just go ahead and get out, because I'm not sure we upside to the nothing to the upside at the moment, showing me it should slow down, but at the same time it's uncharted territory. So we'll see if price wants to continue to run there, or if it wants to backtrack a little bit. So we'll just kind of let it go and do what it wants here. Actually, I might actually extend that target up. Extend that target up to 33.80. We'll let that, see if we can get that runner to go for us. Looks like it's wanting to come back though, so I have to watch that. But see if we can get a little run out of it. We're already locked in 2 targets off at, or 2 positions off at 1 point, and our 3rd position at a tick profit. So we'll just kind of let it play itself out. Did you get in that trade? No. Okay. All right. Shopify's running hard and heavy today. Looks like to break that high here. I'm up three points on this runner, so let's go ahead and lock in a point. So I'll have net 3 no matter what happens in all the positions. 75. All right, no matter what now, I'm net 3 points for the contracts. So that's good. That way I can handle a full stop and still be at even. So let's watch it and see what it wants to do there. Running into some resistance up there. It's the 76.50. We kind of talked about earlier. Potential there. Yeah, looks like it might come back and get me here. That's no big deal. Hey, thanks, LJ. Yeah, we're letting that thing run here. We'll see if this thing continues to run for us or if it wants to back out on us here. We'll see. Hey, guys, give me just a minute here, please.
Stop filled.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, hey, my dad's here, Soto. So.
All right.
Hey, man.
Hey. How are you, sir?
I'm terrific. You?
I'm doing great.
Good, good.
Yeah, so you just dropped by to bring me some breakfast. What do you think you brought me, Soto?
All right. Chicken, egg, and cheese.
No.
Oh, gravy.
No.
He didn't bring you anything.
Little Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Okay.
Chick-fil-A. That was nice of them, wasn't
That was very thoughtful.
it? Yeah, so anyway, just going to listen in for a few minutes.
Yeah. But he didn't tell you, so I actually texted him to tell him to bring you some food.
Yeah, he should have done that. He would have hopped on down there and done that for you, I'm sure.
I know.
Yeah, so.
That's great.
Yeah. So anyway. So yeah, I don't know. LJ, Paul, can you guys still hear Soto or no, or just me?
Yeah, can you guys hear?
I'm having some computer issue, I think, or the other people can't hear Soto, I don't think. It's just me. Somebody let me know in the chat here, but so we just made a trade and made a couple points. So we're just waiting on new opportunities to show itself and make some more trades. So in the meantime, just hanging out. Soto's usually pretty talkative, but he's not very talkative this morning.
Sorry, I'm looking at
Looking
some
at.
stuff on Robinhood.
Oh, okay. Did you put you got some positions in on your options?
I am.
Okay. Okay. Oh, they can hear you, I guess now. That's good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll be glad I can get in on this.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll be glad when you do it too. That'd be good. Gotta start watching a little bit of this and join in the group and talk and listen in. It'd be good.
Well, I just won't be able to handle it with two screens. I'm gonna get me 4 or 5.
Yes, sir. That'd be good for you.
That's right. That's how we do it.
Yeah. Make sure you get big monitors so you can see them.
Yeah, I will have to do that.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, just being patient, waiting. You know, we gotta wait for our opportunity to present itself again. So, just hanging out, waiting.
Well, I know you guys will do well in the investment world today, and I just want to say good luck and press forward and have faith, and all things will work out for the good.
That's right.
I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Let Brian work
Okay.
his magic. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for those words.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
Yeah, buddy. Take care, all right?
Bye bye.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. All right. We're just waiting here. Good move to take a trade again. LJ says, do you think it's a good move to take a trade again around 33.73? Sorry, I just saw that. And so the answer was going to be no, just because it's already been triggered, and they went a little deeper. And then the second one, I don't know when you wrote that. Even on the second entry there at 9:45 would have been higher risk, just because it's already been gone into that area. But now you can possibly use this for a supply zone to go short. But you have to wait until they push out of this area before you can flip that zone there at 9:25. So I have a trade in at 33.67.75 to go long for right now, and I'm just kind of watching it. All right, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Pretty good rejection up there. We were talking about it rejecting. That's good.
Yeah.
Gonna find a little support right here, but I'm gonna wait for it to get a little deeper into that zone I drew down here based off of the 755 candle.
Correct.
Well, I'll wait for it to get a little deeper there.
How's the Chick-fil-A sandwich?
That's good. I need to eat it.
Yeah.
I might just sit here and eat it on so you can hear me.
I think I can hear you already eating it.
I won't do that.
My stomach, I can't even see straight. I'm below. Vision is a little blurry. Every time I've had the opportunity to bring you breakfast, I have thought about your breakfast.
Oh, okay. That's funny. And,
I had to play it safe. You understand that I didn't want to get everyone upset.
I don't.
Hey man, we're cooking breakfast, bro. You don't have to go bring us breakfast. We're cooking breakfast. Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. So that's why I had to play it safe.
No, that's a good excuse, but not worthy. I don't believe it one bit.
That's the legitimate reason why I didn't do that. Now, how you been like, hey man?
So what was the purpose of sending it to me, to rub it in my face then?
Yeah, just joking around. Like,
Oh, that's not joking around when you're sitting there doing it for real and you're teasing me and I'm all excited. I'm gonna get me a really good.
So,
Well, why else would you send it to me, man?
I send you stuff all the time. Like yesterday about Joe Biden.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. Now when you're out getting breakfast and then we're sitting there waking up, ready for breakfast, and we know you're out there getting it.
I didn't know. If you would have been like, hey man, you think you can pick him up a little something? Oh yeah, man, I got you, bro. You know, I got you. But you didn't say that. You just like said cool or something. I'm like, okay. Because you guys the plan was to cook breakfast at home.
Oh, was it? Well, he's the one who usually cooks the breakfast, and he was with you eating, so it went out the window real fast.
Well, that's why I said, I was like, hey, Mr. BK's dad, do you think it'll be okay to, please don't tell anyone, and if I won't do it, if it's not okay, but I'm going to get a little sandwich here. Do you think that'll be okay? Is that going to offend you? That's literally the words I said. He's like, no, man, that's not going to offend me. Matter of fact, I'm going to get one too. And so we both got one, like in secret, thinking like, okay, we're gonna eat this, but we're gonna go back and cook and eat again. But apparently that didn't happen.
No, y'all were nice and full, so you didn't matter about everybody else at that point. With your 2 biscuits, y'all ate a piece.
No, we ate one.
Come on, Soto.
I'm pretty sure we only ate one.
You didn't. You ate 2.
I don't remember. I thought it was only one because I really thought, again, we're going to go back. We're going to make bacon. We had turkey. We had ham, eggs, pancakes. Got home and nothing happened. I was like, all right.
Yeah, nothing happened. We were all left starving. What are we going to eat for breakfast? Y'all didn't seem too concerned since y'all were sitting there fat bellied, full.
I would say the funniest thing was when I bought those Snickers and I ate, and you're like, you know, that's a whole Snickers. I'm like, no, they're mini Snickers. They're like full Snickers. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's full bars, man.
I didn't know.
How do you not
They look,
know?
they look really small.
They're 4 or 5 inches long. They're really small. They just say king size on them, but they
Right.
were regular. They weren't
Maybe
the
I've been
fun size either.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm used to eating is the king size. So
Maybe, yeah, that might be it.
it does look really small.
That could be
Uh,
it, Soto.
yeah. But look, hey, you know what I did the other day though?
What'd you do?
Went to get you guys some donuts.
You did do that, yeah. That was awesome. You bought like
Yeah.
16 dozen donuts, man.
I did. I miscalculated.
Yeah, you did.
I do that so much. Yeah, yeah. Like if I ever cook for a group of more than 2 people, I cook like for 40 people. Like I don't understand proportion size. How many would this feed? I don't know. So I'm just gonna make.
Yeah.
I literally made pasta one time, like bow tie macaroni pasta. Really, it was really good. It was a recipe from Macaroni Grill, which I don't like Macaroni Grill anymore. It kind of went downhill, but back in its prime, and I made this. I made amazing. Unfortunately, I made it for 80 people, so my roommate had to eat for 2 weeks every meal pasta.
That was probably not too bad after the first couple times.
Yeah. Well, I don't. At that time I didn't eat leftovers, but so he ate it literally for 2 weeks for lunch dinner.
God, you didn't do it. You used to not do the leftover thing, did you?
I did not. No. I pretended I did. I like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this home and eat it. Not. Never ate it.
Well, that's all right. All right, let's see here.
I was with Steven. We were riding and we stopped for breakfast and we stopped at Chick-fil-A.
Uh-huh.
Now there was a little long line and I'm like, oh, hey, are you gonna take this trade here?
If I do, it's going to be higher up, around 75 probably, 73, 75. But it's not, if it's rejected, nice. Did you get in?
No, no. 75. What are you going on? Are you using that 940 hidden zone or that's yeah?
Yeah, I still have to use the same zone. Well, no, I'd be using the 925 still.
Yeah, that's what I'm using 925.
Yeah. I mean, it could bounce right here off the bottom of it. It's got some good reasons to bounce there. I'm just going to be a little more conservative and wait since I'm up for the day. I'm going to wait a little bit here and see if I can get it kind of back up a little bit higher into that zone, a little bit deeper if I want to take a short out of it.
Right.
So, I think you can go anywhere really. But I'm going to wait for it to try maybe get a little bit higher. I'll put a short in at
Order
73,
pending.
75, see if it wants to give that to me. It's touching me right now, so.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in, so we'll see if it wants to hold here.
Oh wow. Okay, you got in. Okay. I'm gonna go a little higher here, about 75
Stop
here.
filled.
Probably wise, I just got taken out, so. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna go to the top here at 76 flat. I don't think it'll get up there. Let's see. That side.
Yeah.
You're taken out by the tick, huh?
I was taken out, yeah. I went by the tick, but nobody even know it took me out a full point.
Let's see here, 77.
Yeah, it took me out about a tick and a half now. It's showing some strength, man. It's pushing.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get out of here. Just wait.
Yeah.
Since I'm doing it for the team here, yeah.
Yep, for the team.
Yeah.
Huh?
I just asked myself if you even care at this point.
If I don't even care? What do you mean if I don't even care? What are you talking about? How would you say that?
Man, if I was running the show, all right,
I
would
wish
have
you
music.
would, man. Trust me, I wish you would.
I would have music in the background.
I already
have a
had music in the
choir.
background, and I already had to do all the infringement things from YouTube and copyright and trademarks. So I was like, really, that's not even worth doing all that crap.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I would have a live choir every time we made a trade to sing Holy Night.
Well, why don't you go ahead and run the show then? That would be great. I would really appreciate that.
I said if I would have run it.
That's what I'm saying. I think you should run it. I'm giving you the promotion to run it full time.
I can't run it. I don't have the internet power. All right, Mitch is ready.
Little Mitch ready here. So, all right. Well, let me hang up on you and bring in both of you.
Two.
Hello,
Waiting for
hello.
Mitch. Hey, waiting for Mitchell still.
Yeah. Mitchell connect. Where are you at?
What's up, guys?
There he is. What's
Hey,
up,
man.
Sorry.
man?
It's a guy that I work with decided to buy some Shopify options. Yes, last week.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
He made $3,700 this
I was
morning.
gonna say that's a big. I got Shopify pulled up, man. That's a big move up. It's still gonna go higher too. So, but he bought some expensive. How much was his options? Because
He bought one option,
uh-huh.
one at strike price of $5.50. Paid $4. Paid $4 for it.
So he paid $400 then. All right.
Sold it this morning for $36 a piece.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah.
Yep. So he was just blowing me up. I was downstairs in a meeting. He was like, I need you in my office right now. I don't know how to get out of this. I need to get out. So then I ran upstairs and I was like, I thought he wanted to bail out. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, look how high it is. He was like, I want out right now. So we sold it, and dude, he's just like on cloud nine right now.
Yeah, good for him.
It's
It's that dumb luck, man. Because he had news coming out. It could have been horrible news, and he would have lost all that in a heartbeat. I mean, that's the reason he's jumping like this, because news. But I mean, because earnings, So
he immediately bought a put for next week's expiration down low. So he's gonna let it ride. He's like, it's got to go back down. It's gonna go back down. I was like, all right, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I have not told him anything or showed him how to look at charts or anything, but I showed him how to buy options last week. So that was his first purchase that he's ever made.
So he's spoiled now. He is spoiled.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I didn't buy it because I'm cheap. So here I am. I'm up $2 today, guys. So that's good.
Yeah, man, that's the options game, dude.
It's the part of the Winston, right?
Mm-hmm. He's like, dude, this is so good. He's like,
so easy too. He's probably like, this is easy. What have I been missing this on?
He was talking about buying a bunch. I was like, well, you're playing with house money now, so that's at least good.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, you didn't show him anything besides guess how to buy a physical option. That's it.
Yeah, no, I showed him that Shopify, because he's big into Shopify. He's got a lot of shares of Shopify. So we looked at the chart on Shopify, and I was like, it's in a spot. I said, I think it's going to, feed around 480. If it goes lower than that, like 450. So he's just been kind of looking at that to like, he sold his shares off, bought some more, but he never knew anything about options. I was like, well, if you're just, instead of doing that, man, just buy an option if you think it's going to go up. He was like, I don't know how. His account wouldn't even let him. So he applied and they let him, gave him the ability to trade options. And immediately he just texted me this weekend and was like, I just bought some options for Shop next week, way out of the money. I said, all right, sounds good. And then this morning, I bet I had 7 missed calls. And when I finally got to my phone, he was like, my office immediately, come on, run.
Right.
So, and it was before the market opened.
Right.
And so, it wasn't trading very high at all. And I'm like, we've got to wait a second. He's panicking. He's like, I want out right now. I'm like, well, they're going to give you $2 for it. Do you want to take $2? And then as soon as it opened, man, the numbers just started going nuts. So he was all pumped.
Yeah, actually, the market, it moved up. It moved up all in pre-market. It moved up from 495 all the way up to before in pre-market. It moved all the way up to 572. So it moved over 100, almost 100 points just in pre-market. So that, and then it made a new high when the market opened at 593. But it moved up from 495 all the way up to 571 in pre-market. So that goes to show you that it was the news had come out last night. And or 7 o'clock this morning, and that's what made the big jump. It's all based on news.
We probably sold it. It was like at 578, 576, something like that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So that's just above the pre-market high. So, yeah. So he could have got another $20 out of it, but he did the exact right thing for sure, and that was to sell it and get out of it.
He was ready, and he was. I've never seen that like now, let's go.
Burning. That's awesome.
That is, yeah.
That's really funny.
And he was trying to sell his stock. Like I was like, get up, just let me sit down there, because he kept clicking the wrong stuff. I was like, you're about to sell you got to sell the call. You don't want to sell your stock. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Just do it.
He probably thinks you're the greatest thing since sliced bread now, doesn't
he? Yeah, well, he's taking a trip next week with his wife. It's their 10-year anniversary. He was like, that just paid for my entire trip.
Oh, good for him, man. That's awesome. I love to hear that. That's great.
That's great.
It's like, yeah, until you lose it next week, bro. Be careful. Keep it.
Just tell him to walk away now. That way he can say he's made money in options. Oh, that's good. All right, it's bouncing right off the top of that. It bounced right off the top of that zone there at 68.50. So I'm going to move my position right at the moment here at 68.
Yeah.
Order canceled.
I'm at 67.75.
Okay, yeah.
Metro, give him my number and tell him about the new class I'm starting. Options for Soto. I happen to only charge $3,500 for a one-time fee for friends and family.
That's right.
Yeah.
You'd be right in line with all the other option gear sellers out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And he'll get a personal email from me every week, telling him what to get and what to not.
I'd actually buy an option for Shop right now if it was more reasonable. They're just too expensive at the moment. But
that was why, and I tried to buy one last week, way out of the money at which last week was 505. I could have bought it, but I bought it for the wrong expiration date, like I'm an idiot. And then when I looked at next week or this week's, which was last week, it was like $5, and I was like, I'm not paying $500 to risk, because I'm off. So you know what I mean? Right. Could you imagine? I would have, that's just.
Could I imagine? Yeah, it happens all the time. I think you can buy it now.
Buy it now? You think it'll still push higher?
Oh yeah, it's going to go back higher. Absolutely. This is what it does. It goes up like this and then it comes back down just like normal, and then it's going to find support, and it's going to pump the highs out.
Find support. It shouldn't find support till like 490.
No, it's going to find support right here. It's found support right here at 550. The next support will be about 540. So
How are you looking at that? Because that's a historic high. There's no history there
what are you talking about?
on Shopify.
Yeah.
Where it is now, I mean, the highest it jumped from 493, which was the highest it had ever been, to like 5 to where it is. So like
Right.
there's a gap. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, there's
So,
not a gap in pre-market. I mean, you see the overnight and pre-market candle. It shows every one of those candles on a 5-minute chart. It shows everything going up from where it took off at 493. It shows every 5-minute candles showing all the way up to the high of today, and it went up to from 493 went up to 540, came back down about 10 or 12 candles, and then took right back off again. So you have support right there at 540. Then you have another support right at 551 kind of area, but I would wait a little bit deeper until about 540, and it actually will sit right there on the bottom
I
of the
could
bar.
buy a put then at 540, and then buy
Buy
a
a
call.
put?
Go-
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Why would you buy a put at 540?
Well, that would be out of the money for a put, right?
Right now?
Yeah, for it to
Oh
go
yeah,
down.
yeah. Right now it would be, but you're kind of sitting against some potential support now at 550. So I would wait for it to break through that
My
before I
chart
did
has the
that.
gap. How did you say I can make it not have the gap?
Well, it depends. What chart are you on?
Both TD and E Trade.
Okay, so let me see my TD. Hey, even my TD shows it because I'll move it here onto the screen. Look at the screen now. Can you see the screen?
Yeah. Okay.
You see
All right. I see.
you see that starting at right here.
All right. I get you. I got you.
Yeah. So
I wonder how to make mine do
you
that.
gotta go to your settings
Mm-hmm.
and go to equities. And then the bottom left, at the bottom of the show extended hours trading session, click all three. Click those.
Okay.
check mark
Settings. And then equities.
At the
And I
bottom.
got all 3 of them clicked.
You do have all three of them checked. Let's see what else. Where it would have been then.
Maybe it's because mine's not funded.
No, that shouldn't have anything to do with it. Shoot. Let me see what else it would be then, because that should be it. Unless there's another settings here in general. Let me see general.
Sorry for everybody that's trying to trade each Ninja Trader.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. This is a different chart completely, but I'm really not sure why yours won't show it right now, to be honest with you.
It's all good. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Well, Metro, like I always said, you're a good spotter.
I am a good spotter, but you don't get paid to spot.
Yeah, so
You're right. It hit its resistance. It hit support. It's pushing back up.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit of support
It's
right
gonna
here.
do.
Look
It's
where
gonna
it's
just-
look where it's bouncing off of on our chart.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking at, like 551 or whatever, or where it did.
Yeah, it got 554. Well, no, 551. Yeah, 550, 551. Yep, that was it in real time. This
But
is the
it's
low.
so expensive.
Yeah, that's the
to-
issue. It's expensive.
I mean, like even if you go to 590, I mean they're $8.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to look at the price of the stock. You know, it's all relative to the price of your stock. So. I mean,
Meanwhile,
it's a $600 stock, $550 stock. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. Meanwhile, Southern Company can't go up $2.
I know it. It's struggling, but it's gonna go. It's going up. I'm not worried about it. It's gonna go up, but it's just taking its time. But it'll be up by Friday. I believe it.
I'm gonna buy 'em. I think I can afford one at 800.
Oh, that'll be $800, man. There you go.
No, I was talking about the strike price of 800.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you might want to hold off on that one. That probably wouldn't be wise.
That's where I can afford one. No, you can't even buy one. I'm kidding, but
Yeah, I know you can.
635 is like $2. It still costs you, $250.
Yeah, I know, but that's not bad though. That price isn't bad. At 650.
At 6:35
And for 2 days or for 9 days or whatever it is.
for net 9 days.
Yeah, 9 days. I think that's a good buy. Actually, I think that's a great buy. At the 600. Let me look at that.
I've got him all torqued up now.
A 600
What'd you say?
I
chop.
said I've got you all like you're torqued up now.
Yeah.
We're looking at
What do you have at six? You said 650. What strike price were
a
you? At?
635. You could get it for about $2.60.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 635. Yeah. I mean that's not bad because, I mean I'm telling you, over the price is going to eclipse the new high if it doesn't do it today. To do it by Friday, so even that option is going to be in the profit. It'll be 200% of profit on that option, I imagine. But yeah, I just, yeah. Yep.
Now he's texting everybody in our office. Pretty much feels like he's Jordan Belfort
Yeah,
now.
I was going to say, he's probably,
He's gonna go around. He's like, I've done this for one day. I made $3,500. How long have you been doing it, Mitchell?
Yeah.
He's gonna ask, how long have you been doing it? 2 years. Oh, you made $3,500? No, I made $3,500. I'm on demo. Still learning. He's like, you gotta pull the trigger, bro. Yeah, give this guy my contact and let him know what the class is doing.
oh, listen to you.
The one thing this guy's got going for him, so he works, and I mean, I give him credit. He works harder here than anybody. But his wife's father was the CEO to Neiman Marcus and is on the board with Goldman Sachs. So, yeah, so they've got like a jet and things.
Mm-hmm.
So dude's never had to really worry about much in life.
Right.
I was in his account and I happened to glance over there at what he has in. It's like, good Lord, that's just stupid, man. He's like, oh, it's all my wife's money. Don't worry about it. So, yeah.
It's my weekend. It's my weekend money.
Dude, she's so cool though. She dated him for like about 3 years before she ever introduced him to her parents, and he finally got mad and was like, "Look, I mean, I think we, are at the point where we should meet each other's parents." And so she said, well, "Okay, whatever." And she was like, we'll go to the airport this weekend and fly to Dallas." He said a jet came and picked him up. And she was like, "I just didn't want you to know, who my parents were, because I didn't want you to just want to be with me for my money." So she held that off for 3 years. But,
Good for him. Good for her.
yeah. They live like 3 doors down from Jordan Spieth
Yeah. Sweet.
in Highland Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dallas there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Sweet.
their houses, they have AstroTurf instead of grass. That's when you've met. They literally vacuum their yard. Or they don't, but a crew of people do.
Right. Well, the one thing you need to tell him, does he understand why that went up like it did?
He did, but that was what he said. He said, "I knew there was an earnings report coming out, and I just gambled on it."
Okay, well, that's good. That's exactly what he did. So that's fine. Yeah, as long as he knows that. But
He
that's
was
great.
like, shops have been trending up. It hasn't taken any dives, so I gambled on the earnings report, and it happened. I was like, you are literally my least favorite person right now. He's just, that's how
So
it
my
is.
number is 904-343. Just tell him to give him a shout out. I'm gonna take care of him.
You gonna handhold him?
So, Soto and Company, yeah, it's something we do. I mean, I usually take only large accounts, but as a family and friend here, I'll take a smaller account.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah. Usually we do at least minimum 10 mil on the run on the weekend.
Yeah.
He played a little AAA ball.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
College athlete and played a little AAA. So
Where you go to college?
he went to Birmingham Southern back when Birmingham Southern was D1.
Yeah.
Before they.
Oh, I didn't know.
So yeah, they played. Well, they were in the division to where they played like Alabama and Georgia and all the big schools. You know what I mean? And then like 4 or 5 years later, they went to whatever they are now, where they play little community colleges and whatnot, high schools.
Yeah, They're D3 now, so I don't think they even do scholarships, right? Athletic
I
scholarships.
don't know. He had a 4 half academic, half baseball.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so weird. So we grew up in the same hometown, graduated from the same high school, graduated from the same college, and ended up working together and never like planned it at all or any of that. We've taken like the same path through life. So he goes to China with me. He's the one that goes with me. Fun stuff.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah,
Fun stuff.
you wouldn't buy a shot for this week, would you?
Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Just be on the safe side. I mean, it's going to go up. It's going to clip its high. I mean, that's just how it does. It's going to do that. It's just, I would just like to give it more than 2 days to do it. But it will do that. It ended up going above its high. But if I were gonna buy it, it'd be a 3 day. I mean, a 9 day option. Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah, he bought a put at like 470, and he's already up on that now.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah.
Sure.
Tell him to. Yeah, I wouldn't hold on to it too long though. I don't see it going a whole lot lower. I mean, it's gonna find support at 540 for sure. But look at him, man. He's just wheeling and dealing, man. He knows how to play the game, doesn't he?
Dude's a gambler, man. Whenever we go on like shows for work and all, he's 21 hours of a 24-hour day in the casino.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's just he plays craps, but he doesn't play dark side.
Yeah.
But he's the guy that's like, oh well, it hasn't hit it, so I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna double down.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I watched you lose $4,000. I'm sick now. I've got to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to Vegas a lot for work, and so he's always just, y'all know where I'll be.
Oh yeah, I'd probably be the same way, man. I like playing craps and baccarat, so I'd be playing a lot of baccarat, a lot of craps.
You can play baccarat?
Oh man, yeah, I love baccarat. Played it for a long time. Done very well at it actually.
It's a pretty hard game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's extremely difficult.
I was gonna say that's not for the faint of heart. What's
No.
the other one?
What are you talking about, man? Ain't nothing to baccarat. What are you talking? You joking? I hope, right?
No, yeah, I was about that. But have you ever played mahjong or whatever?
No,
The Chinese one.
Yeah, no.
That's Macau. We went to Macau. And They were all that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Probably get a good Macau right now.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I imagine so.
Well, we're just hanging out here on Ninja Trader.
Yeah, we're just being patient.
No,
here.
it's got to break, what, 76?
Yeah, I needed to break 77, actually. Yeah, bust through 77. Either go on up higher or get on lower, one of the two. We're just sideways at the moment, so. Yeah. Just being patient. So Soto, what? Since we're just kind of talking, you still have your positions and your options, or have you dumped them already?
Okay. I am playing around a little bit right now. What's up?
I was just wondering.
Okay.
You want to tell us what they are or no?
I mean, yeah. I got one on BURL. That's Bravo
Yeah.
Uniform Romeo Lima.
I like to take
I have
you
little-
short side or upside? You short or long?
Bro, you know me, bro.
No, I don't.
You know I'm short.
Are you short on that one? Where'd you get in at?
Yeah. 215 put.
Yeah, nice job. Where'd you get in? Where was price at when you bought it?
I 2 cents.
Nice. Okay. You up a little bit on that one?
I am only 150%.
150%. All right. That's good.
You know, the old Chinese way.
Was
And
still
then
Chinese one?
CRL.
CRL.
CRL. I'm gonna put there at a 160.
160 put. All
I'm
right.
only up. Yeah, I'm only up 20% there.
Okay. Only.
And then CBAC 230 put.
Yeah, you putting everything right now, aren't you?
You got to put a couple things, you know.
Yeah.
Right now I'm only at 28%, but that's the double dip I did yesterday. I got a 2100% return yesterday, $100.
On that one, I thought that was SB something, AC or something
Oh,
like that. Yeah.
yeah,
That
no,
was
it was this
SB.
one. It was this one.
This
It
was,
was this one.
that's what. Which one? The one
Yeah,
you
let me double.
what you
Hold
sent
on,
me
let
was
me.
SB8, unless you did it again, which you could have.
No, it was SBAC
Yeah, SBAC is what you made the 2,000% return on.
2100.
Excuse
Yeah,
me, 2,100.
yeah, that's right. Don't lose my.
Yeah, I don't
I
want to
don't
about
lose my
that
number.
extra 100%.
You
Yeah.
give me 100%, bro. I'll leave it on the table.
Yeah, I hear you. No,
And
nice
then,
job, man. Good job.
yeah, thanks. And then I got a call on PRFT. I think I probably need to get rid of that soon here. I was up more. Now I'm only up 11%. But I got time to breathe here. This one's don't expire until the 21st.
Oh, yeah, you got time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then UTX, I got a call on that. I got it a 4. I'm up only 50% on that.
Okay. Look at you. Well, what the common scene is, you're up on every one of them. That's good.
Uh, well, I'm down on the one called Southern Company.
You're down on that one, huh? I wonder who called that one,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
Who's the moron that
yeah,
said that one?
yeah. And listen, hey, if we were all perfect, then there's no point
It'd be
of being
called,
alive.
everybody be named Soto,
Everybody
huh?
knows that. No, it happens, man. I'm only down on a few of those, so no big deal.
Yeah, no, I'm good with those, man. I actually bought quite a bit of them, so yeah, I actually
Yeah,
bought back in as it went lower, so we'll see if it wants
yeah.
to.
What is this now?
My Southern Company,
So,
it's the only one. It's the only one Soto's losing on.
I'm
Well,
killing
this is
me.
the only one I'm losing on because I've
No,
lost all of them.
because you what?
I've said every one I've gone into, I've lost on so
Have you?
far. I've got a perfect record.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I hate
listen,
that now.
I am not trading with Metro anymore. Metro, don't pick the same ones I say. We go down now. Yeah, I think you're right. I was looking at the charts pretty good. Actually, let me send you a quick email here. I'll show you
I
guys
think
what I'm
it'd
looking
be
at.
actually. It would have been
I
actually
think we
better
need
if we'd have bought it for next week's expiration, but 2 weeks
exactly.
out.
Yeah.
But I'm still
Is that
holding my. I got a couple
how?
days for it to move. I still believe it's going to move up. Into profit. I don't think it's going to be 1,000% winner like I originally thought this week. I think it will by next week. But I think it's still going to be a couple 100% winner by Friday. So I'm not worried about it.
What? How do? Yeah. How do we? Is there a way to roll it to next week, or to the next trade, or the next deadline, or whatever you call it?
No, you have to just buy a new option. You can't roll it. You just have to buy
Gotcha.
another option for next week if you wanted to do that.
Okay. Yeah, let me show you this email here, guys. I'm going to send it to both of y'all. Look at it real quick.
That's fine. Yep.
You guys are going to.
Read it.
So yeah, guys, we're just kind of talking shop on some option stuff while we're just waiting here. Kind of sideways action on the ES, so we can't really do anything. So just kind of creating conversation. So
Yeah, talking about pistons and blocks.
yeah. Speaking of that, man.
Pistons and blocks. I thought you said piston and so I was like, what?
Speaking of that, Mitchell,
Sorry.
Mike called me. Mike, Chris's brother.
Yeah.
He was looking at the car. He called me this morning and said, "Hey, man, these parts that you got from Rock Auto, they're broken. It's like, really?
Oh
Are you
my
freaking
God.
kidding me? He goes, yeah. He goes, that's the worst place to buy parts from. But he goes,
Well,
they came in broken. I was like, that's nice, you know. So.
I go into 1A. I use 1A or A1 Auto.
Oh, do you?
I've used Rock before, but I've noticed that a few times. Now, they're really great. They'll most of the time just send you a new part without you even sending the old one back.
Yeah.
But I use A1 or 1A. I can't remember. That's the one I typically will go with. I mean, that sucks, though. That's terrible.
But he's gonna go ahead and he told me, he goes, these part numbers, they're wrong for the plugs and stuff. That part number is not even the right ones. You can't put those in a BMW. And you know, I was like, okay. And so I was like, I just ordered exactly the ones they put on the sheet. And he goes, yeah, that don't surprise me. But so
Mike's a cool dude, too.
yeah, he seemed cool. I said, look, man, I'm just trying to fix this thing to where it doesn't blow up on somebody. You know, I said, I'm not trying to fix everything on it. It's an older car, you know, some mileage. I said, I just want to be able to put my head down at night to know that it's not going to blow up on somebody, right? And I'm not going to fix every little problem with it, you know, because it's a 2006 car, so it's going to have issues. But I want it to run, you know, and be good, you know, for somebody.
Well, before you take it away from there, tell them what you'd take for it. Chris is bad about buying things over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I had an old
miles
Ford,
on it?
and he just bought it.
Did
He
he?
fixed it and was like, "Oh, I'll just buy this." I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, now."
Yeah.
But then I had a fixed truck he wouldn't touch.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I
How
doubt
many
he'll
miles
take.
is that on?
No, it's got 226,000 miles on it, so it's high mileage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So, yeah, it's a lot
That's
of
a
lot
lot.
of
Of,
You've got no business with a BMW, sir.
do what?
You've got no business with a BMW. You got Ferrari in your blood, something like that.
miles. Soto's had a
used to
couple
have
BMWs.
Yeah, I had a Oh my God, your dad! I promise you, your dad wanted to kill me because I could not name.
I think it was like a 330i or something, wasn't it? A 330ci or something like that.
It had the only thing I remember, and I even asked my brother. It had the M and a 3.
Oh,
but
M3, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably just an M3.
Yeah, it's an M3.
I mean, that's how that works.
which is their high-end sports series of that
It was
pre-series.
high performance, my understanding.
It's a $100,000 car, no big deal.
But
Yeah.
and no, it was so
Saying he's got no business with an old BMW. I don't even know if his skin's allergic to old cars. But
No, guys, listen. Here's the worst. I got a brand new Audi, the S8. I don't know if I'm making that up. Let me look it up.
you're right. It's
Is there an S8? Okay, I had an S8.
that's like $150,000. Keep going.
All right. 1 week, I'm driving. I'm a little tired. Okay. I'm coming off.
Here we go.
Gosh, it's a 60. I can't remember. It's 30. I think it's 30. Yeah, by the Galleria. What is that? 31. Like you get an.
Yeah, you're on 31.
Oh no! I'm on 459. Getting off to go down 31. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know where you are. Go with the story.
Okay. So I'm on that loop. I'm getting off to get on 31, and if you ever notice, there's a little scratch there on the side where I fell asleep on the turn, and I scratched the whole left side of my car, and I woke up and I'm okay, so I'm good. But yeah, that was devastating because my mom got me the seat with my name on it on the door.
I wish I would have known you back then.
I'm telling you, dude. You know?
I would have never let you live that down.
Oh, that's not the only time. I mean, he's got all kind of good stories of just not a big deal. These $100,000 cars just blowing up.
Yeah, but if I ever got in a vehicle and their name was embroidered on the seat, I would just rag them constantly.
Well, it's just a reminder that my mom loves me. So that's how it was.
It's like my buddy got a tattoo of his name on his back, and are you serious? Like your name is on your back?
Oh,
of all things to land
very
on.
common. That's very common.
Your own name?
Yeah, man. Like a jersey on the back.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
That's
Yes.
you saw a lot about. You saw a lot of that.
Yeah, but not like their own name.
Hey, will y'all look at Cirrus right now?
I told you it's going up, didn't I?
Yeah,
Serious?
You just said that when we were off on the.
I've been wanting to say that, but I had to let Soto talk about his personalized seats for a little while.
Sorry, go ahead. Serious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
This one's gonna do the same thing, man. It's just gotta. I'm telling you, it's just gonna have to. I hope we just
But you
get it.
can.
I hope we just have
Well,
it by Friday.
You could buy for next week an 86 stripe, 86 and a half for like
$18, $13, 86.5. Yeah.
no, it's
Serious?
5 cents.
Rachel,
Man.
you leaving?
What do you think, Soto?
I'm looking. I got
86 and a half stripe, 15 cents. Next week expiration.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the. Hold on. I'm changing here. All right, serious. So originally we had talked about if we were to get in at that low to get out around 83 because we expected them to hit some resistance. So we need a strong push out of that area. Right now, yeah, I think for not this Friday, but the following Friday could be a potential good one. Because it went down, it pushed out of the area, it came back into that area again. But right now it's sitting right in the middle of the Keltner channel, the blue line. On a 20-minute delay.
What do you think, okay?
On Serious, I'm not even looking at it. Hold on a minute. I'll look at it in just a second. Sorry.
We need you to pay attention now.
I know, really. Pay attention, man.
I have been so unproductive at work because of all this, just so y'all know.
Yeah, don't get in trouble now.
No, I haven't yet, but I have to do a lot of work at night. Let's put it that way. I was like, why are you working so late all the time? Don't worry about it. Market's closed. I got to get some stuff done.
There you go. Market's closed. Got to work now. Yeah, let's see. Serious. What is that?
Here's oh, by the way, I sent you guys that email on the Southern Company.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my BK. When you're on it, let me know because
I'm on it. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
It still hasn't broken at least on my 20-minute delay chart. It has not broken the 127 candle there, that supply area right now. So it's taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days now. We're in the 8th day that has not broken it. Bounced off that area. So I would like to see it break that area, and once we break it, then I feel a lot more confident that we're going to go strong push out of that area. But I know we'll probably miss the initial push, the initial, couple dollars we can make there, but it still hasn't broken it. At least on the 20-minute delay here.
Yeah, on the push up from it, the top side of it. Yeah, I mean it's right at the top of it. It's gotten up to. Let me zoom in here.
Yeah, the OBV looks good. Let me look.
Everything looks good to me. I think you buy
Yeah.
it. I think it's a buy. If you want to hold out for next week, 9 days away.
What is Southern Company?
No,
you're
no,
looking at
Sirius.
Cirrus, right?
Serious.
Yeah. I was, but then Soto started rudely talking about Southern Company, so
I
I
think
didn't know.
Southern Company's definitely a buy for next week, but
Yeah. No, we're talking about Sirius
so you're talking
now.
about Cirrus now, though, right? So
Yeah.
Cirrus looks good to me for next week. Because I think it's going to eclipse the high by next Friday. I think everything is still in a good, strong area. It's showing some basing for support based off the off the February 3rd candle. I think it's basing off some support there, and it showed some renewed strength out of that area on February 10th. So I think it's and OBV is strong. I think it's still a good.
Where
candidate
would
to
you
go up.
look about buying if you were going to buy it?
I'd be buying it right now if I was going to buy it for next
Yeah,
week.
but like the strike,
Strike
is what I'm
price?
talking about.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look at the strike here. I'd probably be looking at
86.
well, let me see. To go back to the chart here. 91 is the high, so here we look at. No, I'll be buying a little bit lower. I'm looking. So I'm giving it, 9 days? Is that what I have? 9 days.
Mhm.
I'm giving it 9 days to go up $10. It's made that move pretty easy. So I'd be looking at buying the. I probably wouldn't go. I have to look now at cost. 86 is you're gonna be looking at about 15 cents to get that one. Probably 18 cents. I think that's okay there. I think that's a good one. I would probably go a little bit. I would try to get it closer down to as close as I could to 10 cents, though. I would try to go down to 12 or 13 cents to see if I could get it.
Or would you go to? You're saying go with a higher strike?
No, I'm saying 86. You're talking about 86, right?
Yeah, I was just saying. Or would you personally go a little bit lower of a strike? I mean, I'm just.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not trying to necessarily get these into the money. I'm just trying to on these lower ones, on these cheap ones. You're gonna make more money if you get into the money, but you're also gonna make money as it just gets closer to being in the money, right? So I gotta look at going as cheap as I can get, and the problem is you don't have anything bidding on the
Yeah, that's what
after
I'm saying. So
87.
really, after 87, so
You can still get in. They're just gonna tell you there's nobody bidding on that. They'll still give you the price. They'll still give it to you, but they're just gonna say there's nobody
so you
selling.
would go 87 versus 84 is what my question is. Like you
Yeah,
would go
absolutely.
further
I'd go.
away
Yeah, it's cheap, much
from
cheaper.
closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a. Yeah, I'm gonna go 87 over 84 for sure, just because it's so much cheaper. And I mean, in these things, anytime you go out of the money like that, deep out of the money, it's a gamble, right? You're swinging for a home run trade. So I'm gonna make those cheap. But if I'm not looking for big leveraged returns, because the main thing you got to think of, the further out of the money you go, the more leverage you're looking at. But you need the stock to make a big move, right? To get all that leverage. The closer in the money you go, like that 84, it doesn't have to move as much for you to make money, but you're not going to double and triple and make hundreds of percent like you would if you had the 87 and it were to move up, does that make sense?
Oh, I put in an order at 87.
Okay, you didn't want to talk it out, huh? You're just ready to go.
I knew what you were talking about. I
Okay.
thought I was on the right track. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's easier to spend $10 than it is 45
Absolutely.
and have nothing happen.
Absolutely.
But it's not filling it. I mean, I bid
It
10.
will. Well, yeah. You're not gonna get it at 10, just because that's the bid. So you're not gonna get it at 10.
Well, that's me. It was 000.
Oh, okay. So that's you. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's you on the bid. So you might get that. I don't know. I doubt it, but you still might.
So I should modify it and go up a little more.
No, I'd leave it just like it is. Unless no, I'd leave it like it is. See if it doesn't give it to you, then If it doesn't give it to you in the next 30 minutes or so, then I would modify it and get maybe go to 13, go to 13 cents or something. But I'd give it a little time. But you got time. This thing's not gonna take off right now, so you got time.
Southern Company's decided to go down a little bit.
Burn their
No,
company.
No, it's not. It's up 16 cents from where it
Yeah,
is.
but for some reason, I guess because of the time value, for some reason it's.
Oh, your option. Yeah, your option's gonna go down. Every day you own that option, it'll go down. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Baby's doing good, by the way.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's great, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Everybody, mama doing well, baby doing well.
Yeah,
Everybody-
she's sick, but she's
Yeah.
doing all right.
Yeah.
Sick and mean.
All right. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. But nobody knows yet, huh?
Yeah, we've started telling a few people, like my mom and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, good.
So.
Good. Good.
She's horrible at keeping secrets, so I knew that she would crack first.
So you told sister and dad and all that?
Yeah. He said he hopes it's a boy because he would rather just have Scarlett as his only grandchild so he doesn't have to play favorites. Or his only granddaughter.
Granddaughter, you mean?
Yeah. He's like, I just need, I don't want another granddaughter. Then I'll have to play favorites.
Oh,
He's such a weird dude.
I was gonna say, yeah, your sister hasn't got. She's gonna produce some children, isn't she?
Yeah.
So that's kind of a funny statement.
Mm-hmm. He's a weird guy.
Who said that?
Big Mitch.
Mitchell? Oh, you told your dad?
No, it was Maddie's dad, not my
Oh,
dad.
I thought your dad. Oh, okay.
Maddie's dad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got you. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you said your dad. That's you just said. Well, Megan's still gonna have
No,
kids.
my dad's pumped. I told him he's pumped.
Yeah, I'm sure
Good.
it is, man. Yeah. That's his first. Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Mhm.
That's very cool.
But I told Scarlett she's got to call him Big Daddy when he gets out, so he's not even gonna. It'd just be so funny because he's so little.
Yeah. Big Dad.
So she asks all the time, "When's Big Daddy coming home?" I'll be here in a little bit.
Yeah. Big Daddy comes
6
back to the country
days.
soon, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he flying Air China?
He's got to stay away for a while if that's the case. He's gonna need
They
to,
have to- they have
especially
to
with
put
pregnant mama now for sure. He's gonna have to stay away.
21 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing's just sitting sideways, man.
It is not doing much.
Yeah. Did he? You guys want to look at that email real quick and talk about it? It's
Sure.
about Southern Company.
Is it about Southern Company?
Yeah.
Alright, what are you gonna say about Southern Company, Soto?
Oh, it screwed me up. So that's what it did. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, do I owe you anything for providing these charts?
No,
He's
no,
gonna give you the price. He's
like
giving
I
you
said, it's only $3,500 flat for friends and family.
what a nice guy.
Yeah, friends and family.
Yeah, let me look.
And strangers are only $100.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
see.
Let me pull them
I'm
up
pulling
here.
it up here.
Talk about-
What should be like all wrong? I've been doing this all wrong the whole time.
BK, though, on a serious note, before we get on this, I want to do a covered call this week.
Okay, yeah, we'll get you on. We'll get you covered.
I gotta start generating a little bit of profit.
Okay, dude, we'll get you going.
Even if it's like $3, it's fine. It'll make me feel better. I just have to see some green on my screen. Everything's red.
Did you buy those I told you about?
Huh? No, man. I was in there freaking selling Shopify for a friend of mine, making him money. He didn't even give me any commission.
You tell me he owes you dinner or lunch or something, man. Shoot. You
Yeah,
just
Told him to buy it. Told him how to buy it. Then sold it for him.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I did it.
You can tell him hedge fund. That's what a hedge fund does. They get 20% plus some management fees, man. So tell him he owes you.
He's such a jerk. He would just Venmo me that immediately if I sent him that.
Yeah, I need this guy's number.
Yeah.
Give him a Venmo account too. All right.
All right. So what do you want me to look at here?
All right. So we got 15 minutes and an hourly. So which one are you looking at?
15 minute.
All right. So we had that reverse head and shoulders pattern, but it broke it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my concern with this week on Southern Company. Is the yellow's resistance and the other yellow support, and we're kind of bouncing in between those two right there. The gray is an hourly demand, okay? So in the 15 minutes, we bounced nice out of that bottom of that hourly, but as you can see, we're still bouncing kind of between, we're sideways there, we're kind of bouncing between two, so we really need to break out of that yellow. Once we do, I think that's where we're going to have our push there, and that's the 15 minutes chart. On the hourly, if you look, we got the on the big gray. That's the hourly. I mean the daily. Sorry. And we went to the very bottom of it, and I think once we can get some push north, I think that's going to be the big move. We can get the return. I just don't think it's going to do it at this point by Friday.
Okay. Let's see here. Trying to look at it here. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, so we've gotten to the top of your, I'm still looking at your 15 minute. We actually pushed through the top of your resistance in the yellow. We've pushed through that already.
Okay.
But we're barely. But we're kind of retracing back a little bit. We got up to, well, we got right to the top of it. We got to 68.80. And then we come back just a little bit. So we've pushed through it just a little bit to the top on the 15. So that's good. So let me pull up your let me pull up the other one. Hold on. Let's do that one here.
Yeah, and I'm looking at live with 20 minute delay here, 20 minute delay.
Yeah. So,
and I can see, it broke that slightly, like you said.
Yeah, just slightly, but that's a good sign. At least it's showing some strength, and as long as it's not rejecting immediately out of there, that kind of gives me a little comfort. But let's keep watching. I'm looking at your daily here. Yeah. So we're daily into the demand zone on the daily.
Yeah, we're right on the demand zone on the daily right now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, price is slightly, at least 20 minutes delay is slightly out of that delay, daily. It opened at around 68.34.
Uh-huh.
And we're in a bull, and right now it's on the 20 minute delay, 68.68.
Yeah, it's 68.75 right now. So it's only 16 cents to the positive, but we're gaining. The thing I'm liking about it so far is we're needing, just based on all the moving averages and stuff like that, we're needing it to continue to go higher because we're needing that 50 to get above that 100, which it's trying to do. And then it's sitting in the middle right now, the Keltner channel. So we just needed to find support right here. Then I feel good about it over the next couple days, actually. Because I think if it holds this area right here and can finish higher for the day and not keep retracing off, it just keeps showing a little bit of rejection in this area, but because we're down to 71 now. But I feel like if it can push and close above this area right here at the end of the day, I think come Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's going to push hard to the upside. It's going to push pretty strong, a couple bucks to the upside. Well, today's Wednesday, but if it finishes to the upside, today, I think over Thursday and Friday, it moves a couple bucks up. You know, and that's all I'm looking to get out of it this week. I think if you had a position for next week, I think you're going to end up pushing the high of 71, 75 area by next week. But
All right.
I just needed to continue to show some foundational strength right here and kind of keep building a small foundation. That's kind of what it's doing. I feel like that's what it looks like it's doing right there. It's just kind of building a little bit of a foundation to kind of get some strength off of. And like you said, whether we get it this week or not, I'm not sure. But
Right.
unfortunately, we're in the option or at least I'm in the option to expire this Friday. And so I'd like it to push a couple bucks. If we can get a couple bucks by Friday, then I'm in the money and I've made some money on the option and I'll kill it. And I'll get out of it. But as of right now, it's just kind of going sideways into those zones, like you're saying, that demand zone and that supply zone is kind of just kicking in between there. So we needed to make a move by the end of the day today, kind of close out of that area.
All right.
That'll give me good strength, give me good vibes. If it closes to the upside out of that area, that'll make me feel better about tomorrow and Friday. But with a real chance, like you said, it could just kind of stay sideways here and not make its moves till next week. You know, and that's part of the game.
Yeah. Yep.
So I like your
And,
analysis there. It's good analysis.
Thank you. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing with all the charts, but I've been doing it mentally. Just I don't have to, because it's just me. I'm not drawing them out. I'm just looking at it like
Sure.
you've taught us.
Sure.
And because this takes time to draw, click, draw, all that stuff. But mentally, I can see, okay, we're in a supply zone or demand zone. We're bouncing between two areas, whatever. I'm looking at mainly daily and 15 minutes. Sometimes I go to hourly.
Uh-huh.
And that's pretty much what I've been doing. And so when I see that I've been, and I don't know if this is breaking the rules, but I've been kind of catching the train as it's already kind of taken off, and I'm jumping at the very back of the train. So I've lost a couple, a couple points that I could have gained if I jumped at the very bottom. But that way, I feel like my risk is, or my probability of winning is a little higher because it's already in the moving part
Absolutely.
out of that area. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%. I think that's why you're doing well with it, because there's two mindsets. You're swinging for home runs, right? Because you're getting way out of the money options. Okay, so they're cheap.
Right.
So you're willing to risk what you throw on there without having to. You're not over leveraging it. You're willing to risk the $5, $10, whatever it is, and,
Right.
and it's less than 1% of your account actually, from what I've seen and what you're showing me there. I mean, so who cares? I mean, if you lose, but the concept is that you're jumping on the train as it's leaving the station, so you've already got confirmation and you're jumping on a momentum trade. Is what it's called, which I
Okay,
think is
yeah.
very good. I think that's very good. I have no problem. It's hard to catch bottoms and tops, man. It's just hard to do that. So every once in a while you can kind of get lucky and do that, but there's nothing wrong. I think that's a good strategy to jump on a momentum move when you got confirmation the price is moving in that direction. And you can still, as long as we're doing cheap options like that, out of the money options, cheap like that,
Right.
then I think that's the kind of the recipe for winning. 6, 10, 5 or 6 out of the 10 that you're going to do. I think that's a phenomenal percentage. If you can get to where you win 5 every 10 doing that with the returns that you're getting, you're gonna blow it out of the water, man. I mean, I would never even leave that strategy ever. That's the
Right.
only one I would do. I mean, until you got into large money and you'd write half of it in covered calls, but then the rest of it I would just play like you're doing. So you're doing good. I like the whole momentum. Letting price show its hand, kind of get into direction, and then jumping in
Right.
on an out of the money
Right.
out of the money call. I like it. I think that's great. You've been very
Okay,
successful at it,
okay.
so that's good. I think
Yeah.
that's great.
Good. All right. Yeah, that was my concern, was that I didn't know it was called that, but
Yeah.
I know you taught us that we want to jump in before the turn, but that's
Right.
gets more on futures. Like Ninja Trader, right? Like we're not chasing price. Here I'm kind of, I guess, chasing it in a way, but like you said, yeah. So that's good. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, here when you're going to do that, you don't have to worry, but you got time, So
Right.
Even though
Right.
time hurts you in an option, but you have time to let it be right, so you can average into the position if you need to, and you feel very confident in it. You can continue to buy in at lower prices, and average out your costs. So when it does turn and make that move, then you're at a very good position. So that's a different. I mean, that's a strategy I don't have a problem with on options as well. Than the strategy you're using, wait until that turn happens, and then getting in on the bounce, getting in on the momentum move of
Right.
that, that I think that's a good way to do it as well. So it really
Yeah.
just what your preference is. If you like to try to catch tops and bottoms, then you'll find yourself probably averaging in positions, But if you
Right.
like for movement to start taking place, and you can jump on a good, and you're aware of it and you're ready for it, and you can catch a good out of the money option before it prices itself in, then you're going to make some good returns, So
Yeah.
I think the way you're doing it is obviously it's working great for you, so I wouldn't mess with it. I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Don't try to overthink it. Because it's a
Right.
very simple mechanism. Just let it do what. I mean, just stay with what you're doing there. Don't overemphasize it, or don't overthink it and try to change it. Just do what you're doing.
Okay.
Trust it.
Perfect.
Because you've done great.
Trust it. Oh.
You've done great.
Yeah. 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 Trust it for sure. And then the real quick on the puts, which again, all I'm doing is looking at the very highest. I have the charts here. What's it called? The top, the 20 higher. What's it called? New yearly highs.
Yeah.
I did the reverse on the net to show me the greatest the ones who get like shop, for example, would be a great example.
Yeah, that'd be a
If
perfect one to do. You're talking about this morning.
yeah, where when it gets to the very top, then I put a put to go down. Short term.
Absolutely.
Understanding when to get. Looking at where support resistance is, support, and then getting out, and that's how I got that. And something affordable. So I may look at 20, but I can only afford to get into one.
Right.
Whereas the price, for some reason is really low, and that's how I got that 2,100% return on that one.
Absolutely. Yeah. But you're jumping in at the
Uh,
top. When it's exhausted, making a new high, and then
right,
you're because most of the time when the stock makes a new high, it's going to retrace off that high. I mean, that's very common. But you just
right,
know you're not going to be able to hold it for a couple of days. It's going to have to be a quick turnaround trade because it's just like shop here. It went all the way up to what is it, 63 or whatever, and what was the high there? 93, 90, yeah, about 93, 94. Sherry was the high. You don't know that's where it was going to stop, so you couldn't just guess it. But just based off the pre-market chart, you could have got in right at the open, knowing it was going to go a little higher. You could have waited a little bit longer and jumped in a short there, but that's one you're only going to get rid of. You're going to keep today and get rid of it, to by the end of the day. You wouldn't hold it for the next couple of
right,
days because just from the chart says shop will make a new high, over the next day or two, so you would have just got into that. Anytime you're going to do a counter trade off the trend like that, when it makes a new high, it's got to be temporary, right? It's not one you're going to hold for a couple of days. You just know,
right,
okay, this option is going to expire Friday, but I'm getting in today, but I'm probably getting out in the next hour or so, 2 hours, 3 hours.
right,
That's just the mentality you have to have with those. You can't hold them long, just like you did yesterday. You got in and you got out, and you made 2,100%. So, I mean, enough said, right? I mean, that's you just can't hold those long. Is all I'm saying. Over a couple days.
right.
So I like it. Yeah,
Perfecto.
I like it.
Yeah.
You could just package that whole concept right up there with some charts, and you could sell that for $2,500.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. If you guys visit www.sotoinstitutionforthebestofamerica.com, you can join out for the low fee of only $7,000 for friends and family.
That's $7,000 now, huh? I thought what happened to
Yeah.
35?
Well, that was back when my portfolio was only worth so much.
Oh, that's right. That was the 5-minute special. See if you call now, only 35,
Right, man.
$34.99.
That's out. That's all right.
Yeah, buddy. I hear you. I hear you.
So the way I have not taken any trades and nothing has showed up here, and I missed that one you took. That was probably the trade of the day.
Which one?
The one you took?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was, but that just goes to show you. Normally, had I not had this 2 hour live stream I'm supposed to be doing, I'd have been done, walked away with 3 points. But now I'm negative $12 and something because of commissions.
Yeah.
Just take your points, your first trades, and walk. That's what I did before I started this channel. Just take my first trade and walk. Win, made my money and left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, we're just sideways, man. It's 11 o'clock, so
Yep.
I think it's just time to kill this thing.
Yeah. It's been bouncing between our two zones there, really.
Yeah,
So,
It's about to break it now.
it's just staying there, though. It's not doing. I mean, it's got no volume. It's gonna have to increase for it to really push out of this area. Volume's staying low, so it needs to build up if it's gonna do it.
yeah.
It really needs to push up if it's gonna do it.
Here. Oh. Yeah, let's see if Solar Company can get a good move out of this area. It'd be nice to see. But in order for us to make any money, we need a big move, right?
Yeah, it's gonna have to move up pretty hard over the next couple days. It's gonna have to move into the 69 and a half to 70 range, 71 for us to make any money.
Yeah.
Because these days right here, when it doesn't make a move in an option, when you're in an option like this with expires on weekly options, if you don't get good moves pretty fast and start making good trade, you just lose value in that option, and then that means it has to be a move even faster and harder at the end, for you to make any of your money. So I just don't like it. I mean, I hate where we're at on it right now because it's just not making a hard enough move. It's just kind of going sideways.
Right.
And like I was saying early on, when I first started talking to you guys about this, to get those moves on those options, you got to see those right when you get into that option. That next day or so, it's got to start, making the quick advances. You got to start seeing those candles jumping, right? And this just has not done that. It's just kind of set in that sideways action. Like I said, I think it's going to be great for next week. I think you're going to push probably 75 or so next week, but it does no good for us this week. So
no bueno.
no bueno this week. I'd love to see it get at least 70 this week, and if it does that, then we'll make a little money on it. But we're not going to make the big return this week. So that's all right. That's part of it, man. That's the reason it's out of the money, and it's a gamble, and it's a home run. You either going to make it or lose it. You just have to know that going in and trade size accordingly.
That's right. We'll get a home run. We'll get a couple home runs here in a minute and no time.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that. Those will definitely come. Like I said, if you just did 3 out of 10 of those, you're gonna make it. You gotta make some money, right? So if you just hit 3 out of 10 of those trades and trade less than 10% of your account every one,
right?
Then those times you do hit those home runs and you make 500 to 1,000, 2,000%, sometimes a lot higher than that, then it makes up for all those losses plus, and that's just how you have to look at it. If you're going to play this kind of game, out of the money game, that's just how you got to look at it, and you got to become okay with that and just understand that, and once you get okay with that, those 2 to 3 that you hit are going to net you out profit, and they're going to be big, just like your 2,000, 2,100%. I mean,
right.
I mean, that makes up for a lot of $5 losses, right?
It does.
I think that makes up for $35 of seven trades at $35, right?
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, that's why I can be where I'm at.
Absolutely. That's because you're going in knowing that it's a super high risk of failure. Just because of the way it works, and that's the reason you're going in way under leveraged money wise. But you start hitting those, man. You start making a little money, and eventually, as the account grows to where you can still stay way under leveraged, but just by nature of the account growing, that let's say it's a $5 what you get into now. Well, you double your accounts, you get under leverage. It's going to be $10 that you're going in for, and you're playing, and then eventually it's $50 and $100 and $1,000, and that's when you're making you're making you got $1,000 in there because that's just you're way under leveraged at that, and you're not